Genji 2 is an action game which is based on Japanese history. Being based on history, the stages of the game will also be based on famous battles which actually took place in ancient Japan. So here's this giant enemy crab.
Welcome to the Giant Enemy Crab Podcast. Yay! Here, we made it. Yay! Your source weekly. We're late all the time, but here's some gaming news and maybe some other stuff. Sometimes reviews. Sometimes we do that. Sometimes drama. Last week was a little bit dramatic, so we're not doing that this week.
Oh.
Yep, no surprises this week. Only sadness in a different area of gaming. I'm your host, Fliz. I'm joined by my two wonderful co-hosts, KylarEmiya.
Hello.
And Strider1.
Greetings.
And our accolades is just that we are gamers. That's it. We're not special in any way. We just like to talk about games. So welcome. Thank you for the comments and the likes. We appreciate that. Share it with your friends. This is just something we do for fun. We hope you're enjoying yourself as well. Speaking of comments, with the news today, or I guess yesterday, I don't know. I'm taken back to like one of our Spotify comments on our last 2XKO episode, and it was, this game is gonna be more popular than Fortnite. And I was like, I wish, but unfortunately, not so much, because today, or at least today, I learned about we're done with 2XKO. They're not going to be updating it. It's kind of dead in the water. There's plenty of reasons for that, as they've stated. One thing I will say is that if you're playing 2XKO and you're liking it, keep playing it. Like, it's still going to work. It's still, I think you get everything for free or reduced price now. I can't remember which.
I saw they were refunding people who spent money on.
They refunded if you ever spend any money on the game, they're giving you your money back.
Did we buy the battle pass? I don't think so.
I didn't.
Okay, so we're out of that. But that being said, like, you can still play it. Like, they're just not going to be updating it. So regardless of everything else, if you enjoy it, keep at it. Now, why is it going down in flames?
Well, it all started before it came out.
That's true.
A decade ago. Long ago.
The game took, 7 years to actually come out, which is not doing it any favors.
I think it was in I think actual development didn't start till 7 years before it came out. But I think even before then, it's been a total of 10 years of technically in development. They've been trying to make it.
Thing.
Yeah.
They were talking about it and working on it for a while before they said anything. So it's kind of 10 years. How long is not Starfield? What am I thinking of? What's that other
Star
$1
Citizen?
billion game? Star Citizen? How long has that been worked on?
Oh God. I think it's got to be close.
Define worked
it's gotta
on.
be close if not there. Well, they're working on their donators,
14.
that's for sure.
14 years, and it's not even an alpha yet.
Beautiful. Yeah, I don't know. We all jumped on board, and I think we were all generally excited for 2XKO when it was first spoken about. We all jumped on board for the betas. We talked about, there's a couple old episodes if you want to hear our original thoughts. But I feel like from the start, we all kind of had this sinking feeling about the game, I guess. Maybe not sinking, but we were very tentative about, is this going to work out? A lot of that was based on the history of the production of the game and how every time we saw the game, they seemed to be trying to go a little bit of a different direction. And then also a lot of issues that we saw that just never seemed to change. I think two characters kind of own the game up until maybe recently, if that changed at all. So for its entire lifespan, Yasuo and Echo were kings.
Yep.
And I feel like if you're going to put this much money and time into a game, you should probably fix that stuff. I don't know. There's just so many little things that felt like issues. Just to go over a quick list, the cast size was really tiny for I liked your line, Strider, about if you play for an hour, you're going to see the whole cast over and over again. Something like that. And then also the tag fighter was a really, for a game that was being marketed as like this is free to play, everybody who likes League should get into this, and then to have it be such a fighting game, like a tag fighter's tag fighter, felt like a really strange route to go. I feel like it would have done better. I said this yesterday, as like a solo fighter with maybe an option for tag, because I know that at one point wasn't it just a 1v1 at one point?
The original identity for it was before they had to completely restart development.
So they kind of took it in this weird direction that, like, as far as I know, they were taking a lot of information from like top fighting game players, which feels like it kind of locked out a lot of the newer players who they were kind of going for. And then on top of that, the cast, I just felt like they were releasing Lady with Gun over and over again when you had like 100 top laners to choose from. How can Set not be in the League of Legends fighting game?
They had to add
Like,
Lux. Okay, Fliz. We need to add Lux into the game. We can't
Who
have a
was the
fighting
other one?
game without Lux.
There was Lux and somebody else that they still haven't added.
Samira. Which is actually a good
Lady with Gun.
good addition.
Yeah,
addition.
out
I mean,
of the
Riven's
ladies with Gun.
Riven's the fucking crazy one.
Yeah, no Riven, no Set. Oh, instead we got friggin' Caitlyn and Timo
And Senna. Like the characters are all cool, but like I think that's 4 ladies with guns and no Set. I don't and I'm not like saying I don't know what I'm saying. I felt like they just took the wrong path with this, because on top of that, go for it.
I mean, it also doesn't help that they basically tried to make it Arcane the fighting game for its first season.
Absolutely. I think everybody was kind of sick of Jinx from Arcane and Vi from Arcane and Caitlyn. Yeah. I was expecting them to throw Jason there.
I like Vi. I'm slightly biased, slightly biased, but I
You're
enjoy.
going to say you're slightly bi.
Hey, let's not rule anything out. But
I'm not. There's nothing wrong with that. That's
Vi-
just what I thought you were going to say.
We didn't say there was anything wrong. It's okay.
Yeah, you put that on yourself. You
That's
had the
true.
bad juju.
But no, like Vi, I think Vi was also a good addition. I actually really liked having Vi in there. And I can't really, it's just so weird because I can't blame them for making it like Arcane the fighting game. But then they called it 2XKO, which you have to like explain what that even means to people.
Dude,
And then they didn't
no.
market the game at all. Like we were playing the game and we didn't even know it hadn't come out yet. We were still playing the beta and we thought the full release had happened at one point.
For like a quick, I don't know, anecdote about how unfortunate the name was. I think I named, like I did like the YouTube, any of the YouTube videos that said 2XKO, they did fine. Like for us, they did okay. The one that I named the League of Legends fighting game blew up in comparison. Like it's just, how do you pull people in? And I think you're right with the Arcane thing, because like they were really gunning with Arcane to like bring in like new players for League and stuff. But like when that didn't really pan out, why did they go the same way for the fighting game?
I don't know. I don't understand any of it. And then also like it being a free to play game and their whole strategy of like, well, if it's going to be free to play, we need to have like a lot of players to support the game financially, right? Because you're going to have a lot of people that just don't spend any money on it. So let's make it extremely complicated with a ton of different mechanics for people to try to do and make it a tag fighter and already one of the niche genres to exist in gaming.
I don't know of another game where if you got matched against somebody, another recent fighting game where like if you got matched against somebody who was good, which happened to us quite a bit, you wouldn't get to play at all. Like you would round start and then you might as well set down the controller. Like it's the combos were so long and so complex for anybody new to a fighting game that I think this is a big part of the like fighting game for fighting game players mentality that kind of did not gel with an appeal to a general audience. those two things can't work together, unfortunately.
Dude, I still have nightmares about it. I remember, they called Yasuo assist. I better try to block this whack ass mix.
It's okay.
My favorite thing about that was how their matchmaker worked the first in the beta, where it would put you for ranked when they finally released it. What they did was they just looked at your win rate. The problem was they looked at your win rate, including private matches. And because I had labbed a little bit with Darius and no one else had done anything, the 2 or 3 days we played private matches for a few hours, like whichever team I was on won probably 80% or more of the matches because I had done some labbing that, and you guys didn't. The problem was when me and Fliz went to do ranked, you know what rank it gave me? It gave me challenger.
You're the king.
I am not a challenger. I am not a top-rated fighting game player. We considered it a W if we touched them once.
We got folded like a lot. To the point where the game is just not fun. I can see why people are... Sometimes I can definitely see why people are so turned off to fighting games. Because, like, was it Northern Lion streamer? You know, I've never really watched him, but I saw a clip where he just could not wrap his head around numpad notation. Like, what is 246? Like, what are you talking about? And, like... that kind of coincides with I was playing Tokon over this past week when I had free time, and there was one night where I was getting into matches with casuals because I just couldn't find rank matches, and like I forget sometimes how some people just aren't like they know. I don't know. I don't know how to say this in like the proper way, but they just don't like it. It's so brand new. This is such a foreign concept to them to like understand a combo. And that's probably the largest part of the player base, you know?
Well, honestly, I believe that no matter what problems 2XKO had at this point, like by the time it released, I genuinely feel that even if it was as popular and as huge as like Street Fighter 6, which is like insane to even think about that it could be as big as like the biggest fighting game right now. I still think that Riot would have abandoned it because with the amount of time and development it had, and we know that at one point the dev team hit like 150 people, right? Mm-hmm. And even with all that, they were still only able to get how many characters have on release? Like 6 or 8?
Well, the technical official release I think was 11.
Was it 11? Oh, that's right. Because by the time we played it, it was like 8 people. Yeah.
Yeah, because we had 9, I think, right?
It was something close to that. Yeah. I think even then, like the sheer time sink, like and money sink that the game had become, I still think Riot would have just shut it down. And they made so little money on it that they are fully comfortable just like refunding everything. Like they refunded anyone that spent any money on this game. And just gave it all back. We're talking like hundreds of dollars even, which is wild to me. I mean, like good on them, but
they're I don't know what you'd call it. Their standing with the average consumer is far more important than what they were going to make off of skins. So I understand that entirely.
I think it's a good decision. It's just
absolutely
crazy to me.
That's 2XKO decision made so far.
But the only reason they can do it is because it didn't make much.
Yeah, exactly. It's because it hardly made anything anyways. So it's just much more valuable to do that. So
I just love it on a tangent that they had to do multiple dev posts, including one that was like, I think less than a month ago at this point before the announcement of why 2XKO is actually a good name and you guys are just wrong. Like they had 3 separate dev posts trying to go into it, and everyone just says, no, your name still sucks. Like Lethal Tempo was right there.
They could have just called it League of Legends, the fighting game, and been honestly probably a lot more successful. Because I was talking to someone else in here who plays like a ton of League of Legends, Nate, which we have thrown his name around, and we were talking about like how 2XKO is being shut down. And and he goes like, wait, is that like one fighting game? Didn't that come out like a week ago? And I was like, no, it's been out forever.
It's been out less than a year. I think it's 10 months. It's official since its official release.
He didn't even know, and he plays that game like every day. He loads up the Riot launcher every day, and he didn't even know.
That's another thing. The overlap of a fighting game community and people who have the Riot launcher are two separate circles entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, they could have used like any of these room names and it would have been League of Legends, First Strike, League of Legends, Grasp of the Undying, League of Legends, Hex Tech Flash Trap.
It's just
maybe
like,
not that one.
Why wouldn't you throw in one of the largest IPs in the world into the title of your new related game? Like, it's just...
Dude, I honestly, I didn't touch Legend of Runeterra, which is their card game, if you don't know, because I didn't know it was associated. I thought it was just another junk, because there's a bunch of card games that I just don't like. I'm not playing Gwent. I'm not playing, but that was one of them where I was like, I don't know what this is connected to. So it just seems like some third-party nonsense. I didn't even realize it was a League of Legends game until I re-downloaded League of Legends. I was like, there's a card game here? Like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, at least that one used the name of the world, right?
It's true.
Yeah, I guess.
So it's better than 2XKO, which has...
I call it double knockout.
I also love how DC leaned into it too. They're like, yeah, we're Dicko. Because I signed up for it as a joke. You can sign up for it now. I'll play it. I'll let you know how it is. But they just straight up like, thanks for pre-registering to Dicko. I'm like, you're welcome. That's cool.
There's no way someone didn't like say, hey,
they have to know. Come on.
Hey, maybe we shouldn't do this.
They know it's a mobile DC fighting game. They're like, we're probably not going to get any more popular than if we were to name it Dicko. You might as well throw the I in there and that would be just as good.
I wish the shadow of an eye was in between the letters.
Oh my gosh. Somewhere in the logo, there's an I just hidden somewhere.
I mean, because the thing with DCKO, right, is that it's named after after a specific comic run, right?
I think there's an arc or something. I could be wrong, but I remember looking up DCKO and it gave me some graphic novel arc or something. So it's a real thing.
Like there's precedent for it. It just has the most unfortunate naming.
Yeah. It's just
when you
funny.
don't spell it out as DCKO.
Yeah. I don't even think 2XKO is really that bad of a name. It's just when you combine it with the fact that you had like this huge IP attached to it and you chose not to use the name of the IP itself, that I think that's a big part of where the problem lies. I was curious, what do you guys think makes Street Fighter so much more popular than this game, aside from recognition itself? Like, is there something about
one big thing that probably makes Street Fighter 6 bigger? It's just it has a bunch of single player content. That's absolutely one big thing, because that's how you keep your casual audience around.
Okay.
Street Fighter, I mean, also has, it puts its brand recognition right on the front with it being, Street Fighter 6.
There's also a ton of press. Although if you followed if you were in the fighting game community at all, like you knew everything about 2XKO this whole time. Like it's not good press, but there's been nonstop press about this game. As far as the mechanics themselves, do you guys, I was kind of thinking about this. Do you think that, because when you play Street Fighter, you have way more, oh my God, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like you are in control. There's a phrase I'm blanking it. Player agency. In Street Fighter, the combos are short. You go through a bunch of clashes, I guess. Like there's a lot more neutral. Well, I don't know if neutral, but like there's a lot more chances to play the game. When in 2XKO, like you get touched, you're gone. Do you think that has a big holding on, let's say, the less fervent FGC players, the people who are just kind of, I got to bronze, you know what I'm saying?
I think if you take someone who doesn't play fighting games and you hit them with the tag fighter combo versus like a combo from Guilty Gear, they're
That's
going
what
to be
I'm saying.
angrier at one over another. And your response for someone who like plays fighting games is just like, that's a tag fighter. That's just how it is. Like,
Suck it up, loser.
yeah, like this is going to be 80% combo or a TOD. Like that's just how it's going to go. And you better guess the Oki or else you're just gone. So yeah, I think and that's what I was saying, where like it's so weird that you have a free to play fighter game, but you choose to make a tag fighter with all these different like system mechanics that honestly are really good if you're experienced with fighting games. That's why people love the game so much, because it is genuinely a great like tag fighter. But the problem is it's a really hard tag fighter to play. There's a lot going on.
I think we're all in agreement that the game itself is actually really good. It's just only for a certain type of audience.
It's for a niche of a niche,
Yeah.
which is just for tag fighters. And it's also one of the fastest. The other thing I see a lot of people is they alienated quite a bit of veterans to fighting games because there's no motion inputs in it too.
Yeah, that
true.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
That
That was
was a
something I
compl-
personally didn't like.
That was a complaint I heard from multiple people personally, you included.
Mm-hmm. I forgot about that. Shows how long it's been since I played.
Yep.
Yeah. Apparently, it's the best figures are like over 100 million sunk into this game, which is nothing really for Riot, as far as I know. Well, it's not nothing, but it's Riot's got money. I'm kind of sad to see it go. I wish they'd have stuck it out, even though I don't play the game myself. I just hate to see another fighting game with all this. I feel bad for everybody who liked it and all the debt. Like, people put their heart and soul into this shit, players and devs. And just same thing with like DNF Duel, where like, yeah, I didn't really like the game, but it sucks to see these things die.
I think Diaphone said that he quit his job to play this game. Or something like
Really?
that.
Well, I mean,
He
he's
started-
doing well for
he
himself
started
now, I
full-time
think.
streaming, I think, around that time is what happened.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. Just funny to think about. I don't know. Poor 2XKO. I
I think
agree that is
another
a shame.
thing is that I think just for the people who do get invested in fighting games, I think more people prefer a slower paced fighting game than the fast pace of an anime and the extremely fast pace of an anime tag fighter.
Yeah, I mean, as personally, I do as well. Like, I like Guilty Gear. I just like Guilty Gear. Street Fighter is too like generic. I know that might not be the right word to say, but I feel like every fight is the same regardless of how fast it is. So I just don't like it. But like Tokon's kind of fast, and we'll talk about Tokon. But
Tokon is probably is the closest gap between a with its design philosophy of a 1v1 and a tag fighter in when you come to pacing. Because
yeah, I play the slowest character, so
we both do it. We play the slowest characters with no air
I
dash.
play the slowest character. You play the worst character.
He's not very fast. His moves are slow as shit.
He's not very good either.
I've heard
He got
enough.
nerfed.
Nerf champion again. Nerf him again.
Dude, at one point he's just going to install a die.
Oh.
So if you play 2XKO, my heart goes out to you. Like I said, keep playing it. It's still there. I just don't know, because some games, even after they're dead, stay alive within discords, within tournaments for forever. You know, people are still playing Marvel 3, right? Like, I take one look at that game and I know I could never touch it,
I mean,
but people love that game.
yeah, no, because there's a reason that a bunch of fighters get known as Discord fighters. Because there's always someone who's probably willing to play. And you only need one other person to play fighting games. But the problem, though, is if you do only need that one other person and you have to go into a Discord, you're probably going to face someone really good, so good luck.
Yeah, I hope this game maybe stays alive in that fashion. Because we just looked at the DNF Duel Discord, and that is not even a Discord fighter. That game is dead. The last posts were like from a year ago. No, actually, they're talking about Avatar and Tokon, so that's something, but not DNF Duel, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said,
one thing I wanted to say about Street Fighter when you were saying that it wasn't your cup of tea is because I want to compare it to Strive, is both Strive and not Capcom, Street Fighter both have really stylized visuals. It's just I vastly prefer one of them over the other. Because just Street Fighter's visual look isn't my cup of tea, but it's very stylized.
I do agree that I'm the same way. I do prefer Strive's style, but I would switch if the mechanics of Street Fighter felt better. Like I said, I just got to a point in that game where, if you fight one Ryu, you fought every Ryu. Like they all do the same. I'm going to throw out, just moves randomly, and you're going to get caught by one of them because they're all good normals and you're going to eat for it. And then I'm going to play hyper defensively aside from that. Like I got sick of, the same Manones and it didn't feel good to play anymore. And I've had some slow patches with Strive, but it's never felt as generic as Street Fighter did. But that's a personal opinion. That's, obviously Street Fighter is the most popular one. Yeah, I think things would have been better if 2XKO was a single fighter, honestly. But what do I know? I'm not a professional nor a game dev, nor a marketer, nor anything that would help in this. I just wish all the devs the best, even though didn't they all get laid off? I thought that happened a while ago.
They definitely laid some people off at the beginning. Like right after 1.0 came out, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't know, the time frame for this game, it was very hard to keep track of since I could barely hear about it.
I just heard bad stuff. And then the Twitter posts of them, like, I think there was one or two where they're like kind of saying the game's going to die, but everybody's like, no, this means this. That doesn't mean that. And then they'd come out next week and be like, oh, we're doing this now. Just back and forth on how the game itself was doing. But now we really know for sure. Sayonara to XKO, I guess. I don't know. I guess we can talk about games we're actually playing. How you guys been doing in Tokon?
I was gaming the other day. Me and started playing some games, dude. We were going mano-y-mano.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Yeah, for me.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry.
You just zone me out until you get the hit, or you test to get the assist gets the hit, and then I just don't have fun for the rest of the round.
I won't even. To tell you the truth, to be honest, like I see you throw out the projectile, like the big ball, and sometimes I just don't do the grab.
I know you don't. It's a guaranteed punish on my character. You have 40 frames to react to me throwing out a projectile that is a guaranteed full combo punish from anywhere on screen. Like,
I know.
If
I just don't do it because I'm like, I don't want to make him mad.
I don't know why the fuck they decided that needs throw and vuln. Like, you should be able to react. If you can time it, you should be able to throw him when he goes to the other side.
I don't know why the you're still playing that character. I've never seen you like be like, I'm uninstalling this game twice because your character is that bad. Like, it's just be somebody else, man. He's not worth it. Champion's not worth it.
Because he's the sickest fucking game.
If they buff him?
Because if I beat you, I could just go, ha, you lost the champion.
Hey, that's what I was saying about ABBA. That's what I was saying about ABBA. Either, oh yeah, you won because I'm the worst character in the game, or you just got beat by the worst character in the game. How do you feel?
Dude, there was a part of me that was so tempted last night when I did take that one game to just leave.
I wouldn't have blamed you, dude.
I was like, no, I'll finish the set. I'm not going to win another one. Because holy shit. Dude, I can't
It sounds like we're still having a little bit of fun with Tokon. You guys are at least.
Yeah, just wait till I learn a combo. The minute I learn a combo, your champion's cooked.
Dude, my champion's cooked. It's champion. You can look at me wrong and I'll fall over.
And yet still I walk into that wake up grab every time. I should know better by now.
I haven't tested out the new patch yet because like playing the ranked is still kind of frustrating, especially because it takes forever still. So hopefully they did fix that.
Yeah, so there was a patch today. I should have it up maybe if I was prepared, but I'm not. Oh, just kidding, I'm prepared. They say I haven't gotten to test anything yet. People were kind of hoping they fixed a bug where you could like call in a super and then tag to your assist. I mean, there's a Hulk unblockable combo, an unblockable TOD. If you just figure out how to call in Hulk after the assist goes off. Apparently that still works. I don't know why.
It's you have to make the call. Like it is a one interaction and you're going to lose if you get hit with the first part because you have to counter the unblockable if it's thrown out. If it's not, but you try to counter and they don't do anything, you just die anyway.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I hit that unblockable a lot. People don't expect it ever.
No.
I'd say it works literally 95% of the time. They don't realize you're about to crack them with an unblock. They're just sitting there holding down back.
I'm safe.
I'm safe. And then they die because Hulk does a crazy amount of damage. Yeah, speaking of, I hit Vibranium last night and it was a chore. It's been a chore. I really want to like this game. I'm enjoying it when I do get to play it against ranked opponents. But my God, like last night, opponents were just dropping in the final round of the match. It was actually giving me decent wait times, but that's a first this week. Every other night has been like 5 minutes. I have to like back out and restart and like I just can't find games. When the game's 2 weeks old, maybe?
Yeah.
That's not what should be happening. And it's not because there's no players. I know that much. It's because they, well, is it really just DRM that's causing all this? Do we know more?
Yeah, it's Sony's thing. It's absolutely the cause of these huge performance hits. Like, without it, due to some people definitely not cracking the game after 2 weeks.
He said doo-doo. Sorry, go ahead.
Not really. You just heard doo-doo.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. I got distracted.
Definitely sound like a Doom player.
But I love Doom. He's so cool.
You play like a bitch. I hate it.
Laser gun.
Don't on, right? But anyway, no. There's literally people running the game at max settings below recommended specs.
And this is with the cracked version?
With the cracked version without the DRM on top of it. It's like the CPU is literally hit like 65, 70% less. It's insane.
Jeez.
Yeah, because the current one, your game basically has to be like the data has to be encrypted because of their DRM thing in real time, which is why the CPU has a heart attack.
Well, I think it's also only single threaded too. I think that's why it all has to run this one thread. That's why you need to like a massively powerful.
You can't parallel process it. Yep. So your CPU is crying every time you start this game. And I've seen that this patch, from like what people are saying, for the most part, it's been improved. But there's also some people who've reported like a 50+% CPU increase. So good luck.
Yeah, from what you were saying, I also heard that as well. That it's not just the patch that is maybe not the best, but also Windows 11 is kind of jacking everything up right now.
It is Crash Central on Windows 11 with the newest update.
Dude.
There is there is a temp fix, but it's doing stuff like editing your computer's registry. Like, not something I would just go, okay, here's how you fix it. I'd be like, you can technically fix it by this from this, but I would not recommend messing with this if you don't know what you're doing.
Oh, I probably already have it too. I'm crossing my fingers. That's the best I can do. I really do hope they fix Tokon though, because all week I've been like, man, it's really hot out. And then I go outside and it's not. It's kind of cool outside. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? I realized last night it's my PC heating up this room when the game is playing. It's that bad. And my PC should not do that.
That's wild.
I can recommend this game still if you have a PS5. Otherwise, man,
It's a dice roll. I think the frame.
It's a dice roll.
I think frame timings are much better in this patch. Was something I was seeing pretty consistently.
okay. Yeah, I still gotta. I gotta get better. I want to get better. It won't let me. It's funny how like there's levels to it where I've been climbing pretty regularly, and then I'll just run into somebody and I can't even open them up. Like I can't do anything. Everything I try fails. And by everything I try, I mean one move, because I don't know how to do anything else. This guy's like living in my head rent free. I think it was a blade, maybe. I don't know, but no, it was a Spider-Man. Oh, there's so many Spider-Mans. Pick a different character, people. Oh my god.
No, they're gonna pick their best friend in the tier list.
Oh, that's so boring. Play champion. I want to see more champions.
Have you found how many champions have you found in ranked?
At least one. I know I've had a couple who were like third slot or fourth slot, but I feel like I fought one who was actually playing champion first slot, and I do remember that by round 3 he had switched to something else. Yeah, another game that, I mean, we live in an era where like live service, if you're going to have a live service game, like you need to be like on top of that. Like you can't just let Yasuo and Echo sit at the top of the tier list for 2 years.
Nah, you gotta fix the bug that allowed Champion to do a little bit more damage than intended off his grabs.
Dude, honestly, yeah.
Why even touch that? Who cares?
No, it's OP. It's OP. Because the
it
damage
did
of
feel
2 grabs in one grab.
2 grabs versus my 80%.
It's almost as much as a normal character's like combo. Well, an auto combo.
Bad combo.
Well, a light auto combo.
For one of the hardest call out moves in the game.
Your character's
Light
so
auto combo
bad.
with no super.
No, my favorite thing is how tight the timing is sometimes on the overhead, right? If you ever notice me, or like I'm trying to counter, if you ever notice me walk up, stop, and then just flex in your face, it's I tried to either overhead or counter because I thought you were going to throw something out, flexed in your face, and got my rocked for it.
Oh, I thought you were just trying to like flex on me. Like literally.
No, I get it. If y'all ever run into me and I look like I'm teabagging you, I promise you I'm not. I'm just trying to do a down input that I'm really bad at. I'm gonna keep at it. I'm enjoying my time. Like I said, I want to get better, but I can see why this game might. I don't know if it'll die, but I can see where it's going to be a struggle if they don't get this back on track, because this is a bummer.
Yeah, people want to play it. That's what's so frustrating is like people want to actually play the game. That's why people are, there's so many negative reviews right now because they keep trying to launch it and there's always problems. Has the opposite issue of 2XKO.
I mean, the other thing about Tokon is that it just apparently did not do well in Japan at all.
Tokon?
No.
Yeah, from what I was reading, Japan just doesn't really care about Marvel like we do.
Yeah, it's like by far Arxis' worst selling title. Like in its launch weeks.
Japan really likes Street Fighter still. So
yeah, they are on a Street Fighter
and I guess
kick.
tag fighters are more of a American thing in general. I think tag fighters just do better over here than they do in Japan as a genre. I just read that though. Don't take that for.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard. Never mind. I meant it and I said it. I read it one time on Reddit.
Hold on. Good news, guys. PC players are back allowed in Tampa Never Sleeps.
Hey! Oh, those lucky guys.
They're allowed to sign up for Tampa Never Sleeps.
How do you feel about Sonic Fox saying this game is crap and then winning the tournament only to say I did it out of spite because this game is crap.
Well, I mean, the thing was, he said the game has no mix, and then proceeded to abuse the easiest, most dead brain mix of the game with Spider-Man, and then tagging in your Green Goblin over and over.
It's still funny.
This game has one mix.
Kind of the amount, like that's what I see all the time is like Spider-Man, Green Goblin.
Yeah.
When I run into players who are good, they are playing that. So
I think if you look at the top players, like they're usually 3 of the characters that they're choosing are like Spider-Man, Green Goblin, Black Panther, or Blade and Magic. Like it's usually 3 of their characters are going to be each one of those 5 people.
Yeah. There's some things I think that the magic assist should be toned down a little bit.
You leave my infinite fire pillars alone.
It's so big and so gross and so unnecessary.
What's an assist?
That's an assist. It's actually, it feels more like a super. It's just everywhere at once.
What are assists? I don't get those.
Yeah. And you know what? Sit down. I can't help you. You chose to walk this path. Everybody said don't do it. That path is gross and dirty and cold, and there's mosquitoes. And you said,
the problem is that Archer said this is a path.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if they did.
There's no way Champion was play tested for that long with that fucking red book.
No, this reminds me of an article I read today where apparently this family, a dad and his 2 sons, were hiking in Mount Fuji. This happened today, apparently, right? And the little kid who was like 7 years old got really tired, and he's like, I can't hike anymore, Dad, big bro. Like, I'm tired. And they're like, oh, okay, well, you rest here. Well, we'll come back later. And they left the 7-year-old at the bench for 4.5 hours. Jacob, you're the 7-year-old waiting at the bench. We're just moving on.
Yeah, I'm waiting for patch.
Champion.
Dude, nah, here's what this scenario is: me waiting for the patch to make me viable. What's actually going to happen is Arxis is going to come down the trail and just kick me off the pace. Because Arxis, for some reason, always buffs their top tiers and just shoots their low tiers in the ankles for some
Give me the Doom buffs. I want Hulk and Doom buffs and then nerf Champion again.
I'm gonna walk back and take your shoes from you. Say no.
They're gonna call it see to stop. Everything's gonna be bullshit.
Oh, your character's so
I want
bad.
you to switch characters just to see if you actually like the game more, because I can't. Any of the fighting games we've played, I don't remember you getting as mad as you do, which, rightfully so, but also your own fault.
I mean, part of it isn't my fault. It's this command interpreter. I hate it. But because of the way Champion works, he has links, from what I understand, like Street Fighter, where you have to properly time the next button. But if you mistime it even slightly, the button just gets eaten into the ether, and you sit there doing nothing, and they get punched in the face like a clown. Because the problem is I can't mash my heavy, otherwise he'll automatically go into the auto combo. So I have to go medium heavy, hope I hit it, and if I don't do the elbow, instead I'll kick, stand there, and then Doom shoots me in the face with a laser again.
Or, you can catch this 2H.
You're about to have like generational trauma from this character. Like just play literally anybody else.
But
You'll
it makes
have
him
much
feel like
more
a champion.
I don't think is this how champions feel? I hope I lose everything I ever do from now
If I
on.
get that dub, you know it was earned. You can't say shit about it.
No, because then we can just say we felt bad for you. Let you have
You
one.
still lost to champion. Not my fucking problem. You guys lost the champion. I'm the dub. One champion win is worth 100 of any other character's win. It doesn't matter.
No.
Absolutely.
Not even. Your blood pressure will hate you.
Oh, good times.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing it more. I just not nobody. This game hasn't been jumped on like Guilty Gear or I don't know. I feel bad that this is having so many problems and 2XKO's over there like we weren't to be too green. Came over here and they're like, I'd rather do nothing. Thank you. It's such a gorgeous game too. Oh.
Yeah. The art direction, the game ran well. Like there are a lot of good things about 2XKO.
The music, like it's such a. I just didn't like playing it. Unfortunate. All right, y'all got any more fighting game stuff or any stuff at all you want to get into? I'd say Guilty Gear, but I haven't touched it honestly.
I need to go back and do my weeklies in Guilty Gear. I was actually just talking about that earlier.
Oh yeah,
today.
Yeah, I should.
So I'll probably be doing that at some point.
What are you guys thinking this game needs in its first balance patch for Tokon? What would you like to
champion nerfs? I really don't like how, your kick thing lets you do a combo. That's too much. If anything, it should be my turn after. Make it so the Doom ray gun is plus on block. I think that's what he needs. That's what I'd call for.
What is it right now? Is it like -3? Is that what it was? Why the fuck is it safe?
It's so safe. Dude, that character's such an annoying piece of shit. Like, if I just sit on the other side of the screen, just throw garbage, it's disgusting.
My 40 frame BDM kick special is -5, and it's like one of the only things that's safe.
Do it
on a real note, I don't think they're gonna change it, but I'm not like what would you call it, a heart player? Like I don't know shit about data and what should be happening in terminology. I can just tell you how something feels. Something feels really bad about like they will land and be plus when and I'm not just talking about anti-airs, but like it feels like there's no landing time in between.
There's no landing, or it's very, very short. Like, because most moves in something like Stripe will put you in a certain amount of recovery.
Yeah.
It's like usually it's certain things. If you get blocked and like you block in the air, what happens is you get put in a certain amount of recovery until you land, and then plus a certain number of frames. But that's not in here as a tag fighter.
Yeah. So there's a lot of times where I'm like, it's my turn. 100 and like I said, I've been playing. I got like 60 hours in the game or something already. Like I played a lot of this game, and I'm like, this is my turn, and it's not. Because they landed it while I did like the same move but grounded. And I'm sure that's what they meant to do. It feels really weird.
Yeah, you need to follow up. Like if it blocks, you have to follow up with some kind of safe, like special afterwards.
But then they also have the thing where if you whiff, you can't call an assist. So I can't cover. It's a really funky little system they have there.
Yeah, but if you force them to block, you can call an assist while they're in block stun.
Yeah,
you have to
time.
But if you actually
I will hit like the anti-air and they block it and then assist right after to save myself, like as I know they're going to block it, and the assist doesn't come out. So I'm just telling you my personal experience.
You might just be mistiming it then. And or you might just not have the bar is the other thing.
That's also true. I do that a lot. Where's my assist? Oh, it's my fault.
Because you've already used it.
But then I feel like they're just spamming assists and they don't care. I must be missing some mechanic.
Well,
it's like totally missing some
mechanic. Assist doesn't count towards your gauge. It's the assemble rush, which is, the one that you do after, like, to follow up an attack that you've landed. That costs gauge. But just the raw assist that you do from across the screen doesn't cost anything.
I didn't know that.
No way.
Dude,
60 hours.
I have 70 hours in the game. I didn't know why other people could just assist. And I'm like, why can't I do that?
Oh my God.
That's why Champion's neutral sucks. It's because he doesn't have free assists to spam every 3 seconds.
No wonder you think the magic back assist is so strong.
I just like the other day, I just ran into a bunch of players who were just doing like the most, I hate the lame ass play style of just hiding back and calling assists until something hits that people used to do in, I guess, every tag fighter. Because I use my assists to cover my moves, so my bar's always depleting. They're just, I guess their little portraits are blanking out with the cooldown, but their bars are still there.
Mm-hmm.
That explains it. I'm learning. This is why I need friends like you guys, because otherwise I would just keep thinking 2P is a low. I just wouldn't know.
1,000 hours in.
There's some characters that can do combos that call in those assists too. So it doesn't even cost them their assemble gauge, and they can still call them in. I know Magic has one. I think
basically every character
had some videos.
Yeah, basically every character could do it because you could. It's when you're so basically the two scenarios are if you're in neutral, assists are free, and if the opponent or you are hit stun / block stun, that costs bar. The problem is that jump canceling for whatever reason immediately sets you to a neutral state is what the game's concerned with. So all assists are free. But also, assists called that way don't deplete the combo bar.
Oh, so if I do like medium to low medium into standing heavy and it pops them off the ground, and then I jump cancel, I don't do the launcher, but I jump cancel into that. Like that period of jump canceling will be a free assist if I want it to be.
If your special or normal is jump cancelable, if you jump and it can't, as like the pre-jump frames like cancel the previous move, any assist call during that is free.
Well, you'll have to show me you'll have to show me so I can visualize it. 'Cause I'm just a dumb guy who likes to hit people in the game.
One thing I wanted to ask you is the crossover mechanic. What do you think of the perfect crossover reflect?
Well, the problem is that at a high enough level, it's just the opponent explodes if they try to cross over. Because the timing is consistent and at a high enough level, it's done every single time you try to cross over if the opponent has a bar to counter it.
So you're correct. At low levels, yeah, it's broken. Like somebody can just mash it over and over again. And it's okay. This is kind of like a bell curve because like at low levels, you can just mash it over and over again. People can't counter it. At higher levels, you're getting countered and perfected every time, right? What I think it was Sajam. I was watching one of his videos. If you have like no meter and no bars and stuff, and they perfect you, you can still keep doing it. It doesn't matter. And if you only had like one assist, you just lost that assist for a bit. But you're also making them spend meter even to perfect you. So you actually want them to perfect you when you're at a disadvantage, and it puts you at technically an advantage, even though you're disassembled. You're still able to do the crossover, right?
You're not allowed to cross over. You're allowed to counter.
Counter, whatever.
Which one are you? Hold on. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about crossover or counter?
Whichever one is the defensive or no,
they're both defensive things. One. It's the one done preemptively or the one done in block stun.
Sure.
What he asked a question. Which one? You can't say sure.
It's the same to me. I don't really know the difference.
The one where you turn orange, or the one where some guy comes in to save you?
Oh, I thought one just added damage. I thought it was the same thing. One just added damage sometimes.
No. So one is the equivalent of yellow RC, and the other one is the equivalent of like deflect shield. That's like the difference. I mean, they both
accomplish the same thing to me. So.
Yes, but the difference in this game is is what you're saying. The perfect reflect makes it so you become disassembled, which people have like a very easy time to do. Yes, like it's pretty much like constant once you get to a certain higher level. So I was curious what you guys thought on it, on whether like it's fine as it is because there is like counterplay, or if it should be like more difficult, or they should remove the mechanic, or what. That was my thoughts.
The problem is that because of the way crossover works, is defense is considered incredibly weak in this game at a high enough level, which is part of the reason why people keep asking for something like push block. because once you're forced to block a true combo string, like trying to counter with crossover on a high enough level just gets you exploded because you immediately lose access to your assists. And for those like 12 seconds, 10, 12 seconds, it's very dangerous at a high level for you to be without assist against someone with assists. So unless the opponent has like literally no bar to continue calling assists after that, it's going to be a little rough.
So it sounds like at any level, it's kind of a bad thing for one person. Like it's never an even mechanic. I think this game could use something defensively like push block. I absolutely do, because like these combos go on for a long time. Maybe if push block used like meter or something, or I don't know, if whichever one couldn't be countered and it was more on a cooldown, or, you know, the fact that you can just spam it over and over at low levels is crazy.
I mean,
the fact that you can't touch it at all at higher levels is also crazy.
Yeah, because that's why assemble counter is still useful at a high enough level. Is because if you call it out, there's like if you successfully do it and they hit you during the armor during the move, like you are guaranteed to get that 10,000 damage. They can't stop you. Like they can't counter it. Unlike crossover, which is where they just have the freest time at a high level, just immediately countering what you tried to do.
Yeah, so after crossover, even if they perfect you, like you can still do a crossover again, right?
No, you can't crossover. You can still counter.
You can do counter.
You can still counter.
And you can still counter with no meter or no...
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Like,
you cannot
don't need
crossover
anything?
with no meter.
Okay, so you have to predict it, right?
Yes, you have to do the preemptive one if you're out of meter.
So if you're out of meter and you just wait for them to throw their first hit, you can do it every time. Unless they bait you, obviously.
Yes, as long as you call it correctly, because it's armored on
So
frame.
that's what I was saying, because that doesn't cost anything, and every time they do it, you know, even when they perfect you, they're just wasting their meter on it. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Well, obviously, it's harder to play without assist, but
Well, I mean, they don't lose any meter for hitting you during counter. Because the thing that happens that I think you might be talking about is if someone spins their bar and then gets both characters say like attacker ends up with 0 bar as they perfect reflect, right? And so both players technically have 0 meter. One's at true 0, the other's disassembled. The person who's disassembled will get, when disassemble wears off, gets all of their bar back, so they have a bar assemble gauge positive over the other person.
yeah, maybe that's what I'm talking about. I should probably watch the video again.
Because I know
I should probably get better at understanding fighting games. I am the heart player. I'm sorry. I wish I wasn't. I wish I understood things better. I just don't research.
For reference, the overhead is assemble smash. The counter is assemble counter, and then the block if someone else tags in to get them off you is crossover.
Yeah. Okay. I don't like it either way. I don't like any of it. I prefer Guilty Gear systems over this 100%.
Okay.
You know, I'm definitely of the thing that, because I know the defense needs to be a little stronger, is the general consensus. Yeah. And I can absolutely agree. See why. Because one of the mechanics just doesn't work at all as a defensive option, because you literally always explode if you try it. Like if the opponent has the 1 bar to counter it. Now, what they really should do is do the Vanish Wars, where you can keep calling with another one to cover it.
Oh, like fighters?
Yeah, like so.
I liked fighters system.
The vanish.
Yeah, that was cool. It was so cinematic. It was just whoever runs out first. Too bad.
But yeah, no, countering the reflect with another crossover until someone runs out of meter.
Yeah, I think even that would be better, like unironically, than the way it is right now. As far as balance changes, like I really hope they do smooth it out a little bit, because I just get sick of seeing the same 2 or 3 characters over and over again. And it's not like Spider-Man's have different combos. It's the same combo every time.
Yeah, no, my favorite thing was people being like, you can just fuzzy block it. Like, you can just, it's just fuzzyable. Like,
you guys have watched me try and fuzzy it. Like, it's hard.
No, because it's like, there's mismatched timings, but you can also delay it so that they're nearly the same timing. The thing is, people are like, just fuzzy it. It's easy. Like, it's not real mix. Meanwhile, top 8 of our first tournament, people could not block that shit literally to save their lives.
No.
Like, nothing about it. It's a fucking tag fight. It was just, I also found out that I think this game does have unblockable setups. Like, I think Awakened Champion has one of them with the overhead assist. Is if you let him set that up and then come in with a low, you are going to get hit by the high or the low.
I told you about that. I remember I asked you. I was like, that one assist you have is an overhead, right? Can you do like a true unblockable if you have that set up? Is that possible?
Yes, you can if the opponent's asleep, because holy shit, this just takes so long.
I get sleepy sometimes. I get a little tired.
I know fighting champion is boring.
Honestly, when you're throwing, like sometimes it does get a little overwhelming when champion finally gets his assist. Like, there's a lot of stuff happening on the screen, and I kind of blank out sometimes. You can hit me with it. I do get hit by it. That's regular. The rest of the character though, nah.
And, the number one thing I think for champion to make him more consistent, there's 2 things: is let him keep his bar gain speed between rounds and not have him reset, so that, like, if he kills you with a super at the end of the round, it's not all thrown in the garbage, because that's factored into how fast he gains his speed, his meter. The other thing is he needs to be able to combo into his grab to transform. Because I will usually, like, you can lose, like, spend over an entire round's worth of time just trying to transform.
Yeah, it's far too difficult for a character that bad to have to get into a form that is also not the greatest.
Like, he's pretty good, but he's not top.
No.
So, like, he should probably be able to consistently get into it without needing Tokon assemble, as long as he doesn't get completely washed by like round 3 consistently.
Dude, with how bad the character is, if he was just able to hit a button and turn into his form after that, like if he could just flex one more time and it would pop, I'd be okay with that.
Honestly,
like,
if he was just in the other form the whole time, then that'd also be fine. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm kind of surprised that they didn't just like force him to be on his own. I feel like that's I feel like they would have had a more interesting character if they just didn't let you tag out of him at all and balanced him around that fact.
All I know is he does not function as he is now. I don't know about that, but he's not functional.
Because when I saw champion on the select screen where he's all the way at the top, like he takes up an entire row by himself because he's blind, I was expecting him to literally take up all 4 of your slots.
That'd be cool.
And just his face, like combined one quarter of each of his face in each of the slots.
Exodia.
And then, yeah, he's Exodia. How do you guys? Well, I was curious. We're coming up on the end here, but like, how do you guys feel about combo length in this game?
The one problem, I think the length is fine. I just hate the loops that happen.
My doom loops, up launcher. Punch, down launcher,
That's
assist.
fine. What I'm talking about is specifically what I did to you constantly when I transform, where it's heavy kick, assist, heavy kick, assist, heavy kick, assist, heavy kick, assist, super.
I think it looks pretty cool.
The same thing.
I think it looks pretty cool.
It's that I hate that it's efficient enough to do that.
I mean, I don't know if it's not optimal. But like I was getting hit with a blade. I fought this one blade who perfected me 3 times. Don't ask. He was hitting me with the same optimal combo over and over again, and I legit like unwarranted flashback to like 2x KO Yasuo of just like Yasugi back and forth across with the slashes and everything. I was like, oh, I need to push this feeling down because I'm starting to hate this game. I don't want to get hit with this combo again.
Because because the thing that with Yasuo is that like his combos were always like very similar, and that he did the same things. That's why I don't like the looping, because it's once you get to either because you always do it to get into Gamma, where you loop heavy punch, assist, heavy. It's what heavy unique.
It's
assist.
evolving. It's evolving as I get better, but
like you're always going to loop that to get into Gamma Rage. But I also hate the like, especially if a wall splat's a thing where you just loop it 4 times.
Well, on top of that, like if you're getting hit with a Hulk combo in the corner, it's a long time.
It's not even in the corner, because the thing, your heavy charge wall splats from so far. It's kind of crazy. Like that, you get hit like slightly left of mid screen and you'll still wall splat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Especially
round start.
You can't jump it because it's so fast. You get hit under your pre-jump frames. You cannot block it by
every
jumping.
time I fight people who don't know, I'm like, I can watch their brain spinning as they're like, what's the answer here besides block? And it's nothing. It's counter or block. That's it. Maybe super, maybe low, but you gotta like really get in there quick. You gotta time
the
it.
problem
Otherwise,
is
that's just gonna catch you.
Low only works if you're not gamma charged at that point.
Yeah,
but the other,
I mean, if I got go for it.
The other thing is like, I guess if you're low enough, just kill you with a hit before you actually get over to them.
Yeah, but a lot of people just take it, so that's cool with me.
For me, like the combo link, it feels almost character dependent. Because one thing, I haven't run to like super good people or anything, but just from what I've seen and what they're saying about the game, is some characters just have straight up like more difficult times routing into what's optimal for them, and some characters much easier than others. So if you run to like a Blade who like any stray hit they can do their optimal combo, versus like Doom who his optimal combos are actually very difficult to route into, it feels a little skewed that way. So you can experience those really long combos very often against the same characters a lot.
I think you're hitting on something I hadn't really thought about myself. I think it's the stray hit into optimal combo feels really bad.
That's why Yasuo is so good. That's why, Yasuo Ari, that's what you pick.
Yeah, because Hulk has a really easy time to convert his hits.
Yeah.
Into his you just blow up with 90k damage in the corner.
Yeah.
But it doesn't bother me as much as I expected it to.
There's something like Wolverine combos drive me up the wall. Like it's so annoying.
It's so fitting. Hulk versus Wolverine,
I know, but it's just because he has the same deal as Spider-Man, where he's like, is it a low or a high that's coming in this specific part of the combo every time? And when you catch it, it's nice, but I don't think there's enough time to down heavy it. I think you gotta just light it, maybe. I don't know. I gotta get better. One little tip. Oh, go for it.
No, that was just making me think of Lionel Doom's EX grab. I hate how it with the controls because I don't know when you're actually considered behind me.
Me either. That's the beauty of it.
What I think it is, I think it's literally as you step into the portal, you are now technically behind me because I keep trying to do my command grab to counter it, like to call it out, but I just kick and you just beat my ass. Because it's still starting up. Because you've side swapped on me.
I've tried to experiment with it, like trying to force people to whiff by using the portal to make them hit like on the wrong side. It can be kind of difficult because you have to time it like well. It has a long startup, and also I'm not familiar yet enough with like the spacing you need to actually get to the other side, especially with the huge like range of like the actual sizes of the characters. Like I've trained myself against Champion and Hulk versus like a Wolverine or something. Because
I have a feeling the Champion and Hulk are much more susceptible to that move than most other characters.
Probably.
Champion especially, with like I have like 2 guaranteed things you can technically do it to off of on reaction.
Well, there's also like it may just be a me problem, but you guys have watched when I'm playing, like there's so many times where my hits come out on the opposite side of the opponent, like not even in a like understandable fashion. And I'm not just talking about down heavies, but like I should be lighting in the correct direction, right? No, he's gonna punch you in the kidney from behind. Don't worry. Like it feels like it doesn't correct fast enough.
Well, I definitely feel it with Doom, where my step dash, I've accidentally crossed you guys up before with my step dash because I don't expect to like go far enough to get to the other side of you, and it just happens. And I'm like, oh, perfectly planned as always. I'll take this.
There was the one last night that really got me where my heavy auto combo, because I was trying to link it off of the first one, because I didn't know if anything else was converted. He swung in the wrong direction on the second hit only. Do you remember that one?
There's something wonky going on.
Yeah.
And I was like, funny. Why did he swing the second time in the wrong direction, but the first time was right?
And I think I won the round off that.
You killed me off of it too. You killed me because I was punishable. The game literally dropped my auto combo by throwing me in the wrong direction.
Well, you shouldn't use auto combos. This is a terrible thing to do. Why would you do that?
I had no other way to convert that off of the weird hit angle I got. Like, you had just gotten barely nicked off the top of my heavy, and I went to auto combo it for it to correct, and he just went, I'm going the other way.
Deserved for auto comboing. I would never. I would never.
You literally said yesterday I was auto comboing to piss Strider off.
Oh, he was. He was doing it to me constantly. He would do the medium auto combo. He hit me with it like 14 times. You got the achievement. You probably had you were the one that earned the achievement for mashing lights the fastest.
I did get the achievement.
It's like, I remember seeing that you landed the link attacks because you were mashing like a bitch.
Yesterday, KylarEmiya achieved Mashers Unite. Successfully land 100 link attacks during battle.
Me looking at both of you achieving Mashers Unite is the most recent achievement.
Well, I'm 70 hours in. I just got it, so don't look at me. I try to stay away. I hate.
I still don't have the achievement.
They do such little damage compared to like a Hulk regular combo. It's such a waste if I accidentally proc the auto combo.
Ba, ba, super. Ba, 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 super.
I think one of the ones I technically have to do is I have to do light, heavy, I think is one of my strings. Is I have to use the second hit of the auto combo light to go into heavy, which is what I think to be more consistent off of light.
Oh.
Okay, so regardless of whatever we're saying, I do have my hopes up still for Tokon because except for DNF Duel, I feel like Arxis's track record with like games changing humongously from their first release to where they are now is pretty good. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're going to keep at it. They're not just going to say, sorry, here's a refund.
Well, DNF Duel, did they develop DNF Duel or were they just the publisher?
I think they were just the publisher.
I don't remember.
NFS or something was the...
It's Arxis helped, but a different company I think was responsible.
Yeah.
It was responsible for most of the programming.
Yeah. So... like I said, I have hope, especially with how much Guilty Gear has changed. Like, I think even Fighters didn't even have like a
Fighters is a completely
combo trial system until 3 seasons in. Like they worked on it, but it was also much more popular.
I
in
mean,
Japan, at least.
Like Fighters is a way different game in season 0/1 compared to where it is now.
Like, yeah, I mean, so is Guilty Gear, you know.
Yeah, I'll strive the same way. Is that their big 2.0?
Yeah, no, because I remember
because
I remember one of the big things with Fighters for season 1 is that you could fuzzy people.
Maybe. I don't think I played it until later.
I didn't play it at all.
Oh, you guys tried. I remember we played a little bit.
I have
soon played a little.
92 minutes.
Doing
92 minutes in Dragon Ball FighterZ.
All right. Y'all got anything else you want to call out, or are we good?
I'm good.
All right. Even though we did fuss about fighting games all hour. I think it's still a better surprise than last week. Oh, you said you were going to look for anything else in the Calamity mod. Did you see anything?
No, people are just mad because apparently people are just really pissed with what got shown during the stream. Games they did, because they're like, here's all this content you're never going to get. Get f***ed, idiots.
Oh, yeah, because they did the charity streams, huh? Or was this something else?
Yeah, it's the charity streams, because they showed off a bunch of like stuff that was coming in, like what they can apparently have calling the anniversary update was what, like all this stuff that was supposedly, and then also like people are posting like the like hot there was like a thread like hot take, the devs doing a stream showing the scrap content is in poor taste, and it got removed by moderators because one of the moderators on the subreddit is a mod in the mod itself, and like a lot of people are just upset with the dev team right now.
Well, of course, it's kind of messed up to be like, hey, you want this. What we did isn't really that bad, right? Like, what kind of moral quandary are we putting the consumers in?
Yeah, but also it could be, because of the way that this project works, you do have like a bunch of people who put like effort into it. So, maybe they just want to show it off because they technically aren't allowed to use it anymore. They can't officially release it, but they can show off the work that was done. So, there's that.
I mean, yeah, I think the dev streams will probably like the little neat thing for them to be able to still show us stuff, even though they can't, do it anymore. But also the people just being like, I don't like this. Here's my opinion on what they're doing. And then it just being removed off the subreddit by moderators is not a good look either.
I think the whole charity stream in general was just kind of a bad idea.
But yeah, they should
kind of a bad idea.
Walked away in silence.
They really should have. Just
I get the
go out
idea,
into the night.
I get the idea behind trying to show your stuff off the cut content. But the charity stream right after this huge fiasco is probably not the way to do it.
No, just
definitely a too soon kind of moment.
Give them your money so they can donate it.
Yeah, donate to us some more. No. All right, I'm calling it there. Thank you guys so much for listening. We really appreciate it. Leave us your why we don't know what we're talking about with fighting games comments. We'd love to see them. Fight with us in the comments and in game. If you have any questions or comments you don't want to leave there, hit us up at giantenemycrabpod@gmail.com. I swear I had one more thing that I was gonna say.
I forgot to mention this earlier, but I'm still glad the official Discord doesn't have a champion Discord channel.
Oh my god. No
He's a hidden character. They can't do that.
He's hiding.
He's hiding
from
on the
pro
front
play.
page. He's hiding in the splash art. On the games in your Steam library, he's literally the second biggest character, the third biggest character on there.
You're right. Nerf him again.
Please don't. Please don't. I'm just going to hit a button and I'm going to explode in IRL.
All right. Well, thank you again for listening. Leave a like, leave a comment, or don't. We're on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, all your recording platforms, I guess. And man, I'm so mad. I had a little thing and it's gone now. It fell out of my brain and landed in the trash. Oh well, maybe next week.
How close is your trash
We'll get
can?
you later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.